Hey everybody, it's Josh with Talk About Trek, and we're back with part 2 of Star Trek Resurgence here. And we're going to pick up maybe about a couple minutes before where we left off in the last one, but we'll keep the answers the same to kind of keep that
All
continuity
hands
up.
on deck.
Here's Carter.
What's that?
All hands on deck. That's what Chovok said. You know what that means? It means this ship isn't ready to go out and the brass know it. So they're throwing every warm body at it.
It's on us
And they're
now.
going to leave on schedule.
It all comes down to us, Nilly. We're the ones who will get it ready.
This character
I
reminds
know
me a
what we
lot
can
of
do. But this isn't
Rutherford
just any old
from Lower
refit
Decks.
or any old relaunch.
Oh, whoa. Excuse me.
A lot of new faces coming on board. It's gotta be tough coming as a replacement.
Well,
That's for sure.
we got to give him a chance. We
They
have to
seem
give him a
all right.
chance.
Something that happened 6 months ago while they were off on another ship? Well, that's nothing to hold against them.
Yeah, you're right.
This music
I guess
is
getting
like
a little new blood on board doesn't hurt.
something.
Hold on.
Oh, we
Now
got
there's an
old
old
friend
face I
here.
didn't expect to see again. Hey, Miranda.
You weren't gonna leave without me, were you?
Miranda, you're here?
We thought you were staying on the Adirondack.
Transfer came in at the last minute, so I figured I'd slum it on this bucket of bolts. Looks like you got her back together pretty nicely. I wasn't sure what to expect.
Welcome aboard. We'll
I'm
be
gonna take the
nice.
high road here, pretend you didn't say that, and welcome you aboard.
He's a better diplomat than I am.
He still owes me a bottle of Saurian brandy. Don't
Right.
think I...
So here we can check our relationship status. So that is Petty Officer Miranda Maris. And Miranda felt encouraged by Carter's warm reception when she first arrived aboard the Resolute, holding out hope there might be some chemistry between them. Oh my. So that should be pretty good. Interesting. We'll see how that develops. Let's see. And then the other relationship so far we've developed with this character is Chovak, and he was encouraged that we were respectful and responsible. So everything seems to be going well so far.
yeah, it's coming back to me now.
Maybe Carter can rustle up that bottle and
80
he can give
time.
you a
Thanks for
proper
tuning
welcome. As soon as we wrap up this quick little spacewalk.
Alright, so now we'll see a little bit of actual gameplay here, which will be mostly point and click and maybe a little
Here, let me
tapping
help you.
buttons, but
Thanks.
So what's the word? Are you back in the security rotation?
Yep. Still running with the usual suspects.
Whoa.
Good to go. See you on the other side.
alright.
Activating magnetic souls.
Gameplay. Activate. And away we go. All right.
Have you never gets old.
Let's go.
Captain Solano should be here momentarily.
All right, the new EXO, Jera.
You'll have to forgive me, I don't know much about Kobleods. But my understanding is you need a steady supply of duridium to keep your cell structure stabilized, or bad things start to happen. And we have plenty of duridium in sickbay, so there's no risk of running out.
Thank you.
Feel free to make yourself at home. And help yourself to whatever you like from the replicator.
Now, gameplay. Here we go. Sweet mineral.
The first mineral Captain Solano ever discovered. Always was the nostalgic type.
We have to look at all the stuff we can look at. Oh, what's this? No, tell me about the thing. Okay. NCC 92317. Inspect globe.
Can't wait to plot a course myself.
Jara Rydek.
The captain.
Last time I saw you, it was graduation from the academy. You'd already secured one of the most prestigious assignments possible. And you were burning with enough ambition to fuel 7 trips around the Necrid Expanse.
It's good to see you again, Captain.
I could not be happier to have you on the Resolute. My only regret is that we couldn't provide you with a warmer welcome. The arrival of a first officer to her new ship deserves a bit of fanfare.
Good to
But,
work.
unfortunately, we've had our hands full with the refit.
You can spare me the pomp and circumstance. There's plenty of work to be done without all that.
You always had a work ethic like nothing I'd ever seen.
Got a job to
That's
do.
just what this ship needs at the moment. As I'm sure you've heard, we've had a rough go of it these last 6 months. The ship suffered some damage, but not nearly as much as the crew.
You'll have to forgive me. I don't really know the details.
Starfleet has been kind enough to keep the story contained, probably because they want to protect me. But I don't mind telling you. We were on the verge of a major scientific breakthrough. A quantum leap forward in warp core technology. 10,000 teradynes per second. The ability to travel at a sustained rate of speed longer and faster than we ever dreamed. What would have been the crowning achievement of my career. Right there, within our grasp. Until it all went so horribly wrong. We pushed her too hard, and a warp core malfunction overloaded the system, creating a pressure gradient way beyond what the ship can handle. It was heartbreaking. We lost some of our best people. As captain, I have to take full responsibility. It was my decision to make, and I have to live with the consequences.
We all know the risks when we sign up. There are no guarantees. As much as we tell ourselves otherwise.
True. But as captain, my job is to mitigate and manage the risks as much as possible. And that's where I failed. In my defense, I will say, I might have avoided the whole ordeal if my senior staff had been willing to trust me. There was a lot of pushback from my former XO. I think that cost me his confidence. I don't want you to pull any punches. Certainly not on my account. But once we decide on a course of action, I need everyone to fully commit to the mission. Anything short of that just won't work. And that's when
Hey, you're
things
the
start to
captain.
go sideways.
This is your ship, and you are the captain. So as far as I'm concerned, whatever you say, goes.
That's the kind of support I'm looking for. Look,
With you,
I'll be
Captain.
blunt. We can't afford another mistake. Or at least I can't. I feel like my career is hanging in the balance here. We need a win. Something to restore the crew's confidence.
I understand.
positive note. Starfleet has tasked us with...
Alright, so before we get any further, if you're interested in what he is talking about, that is all detailed in the Star Trek Resurgence comic. I think there's 5 of them. But it goes into this whole long story and involves Dr. Leia Brahms, some other kind of callbacks to TNG. It's a pretty interesting comic. Definitely worth a read, like if you want to kind of stay into like what's going on here. So
what they're calling
that's what he's
a
talking
mission
about.
of the highest priority. Escorting a senior diplomat to Hotari space. 2 previously peaceful and otherwise non-aggressive civilizations now find themselves on the brink of all-out war.
So it's a peacekeeping mission.
I see it as a golden opportunity to not only prove what the Resolute and her crew are truly capable of, but also a mission for which we're uniquely qualified. This ionic storm. Our long-range sensors suggest it's several orders of magnitude stronger than anything on record. A total anomaly like nothing we've seen before. And you'll never guess where it leads.
Hatari.
Exactly. Very nearly in the precise location where we're headed. Where I imagine the interference will be exponentially greater. But the diplomat will brief us on the details of the rendezvous.
Who is the senior diplomat we're escorting?
That I don't know. Starfleet hasn't said.
Why are they so close?
But
to
I
that?
don't want to get ahead of myself. I expect we'll have some rough sledding when we arrive. So I need you to prepare the crew for the worst. There's just one more thing I want to clarify up front. The metric that for me will be the ultimate measure of your success.
What is it?
If after serving as my first officer, you don't one day find yourself with a ship of your own, then I will consider it my personal failure. When that might happen is entirely up to you. But it goes without saying, you have my full support.
A lot to learn.
Thank you. But I feel like I still have so much to learn.
You'll have plenty of opportunity. And if you're willing to put in the work, I'll do everything in my power to help you along the way. Come, let me introduce you to the crew.
Alright, let's see how we did there. So our relationship status with Captain Solano. He was reassured by Jarrah's modesty and leadership potential after their first meeting. Off to a good start so far. Alright. I want to look around, but I'm going to follow the captain. Ooh, the bridge! Oh, damn! Alright, it's pretty
Everyone?
hype. Alright, that's hype.
If I could have your attention for a moment.
I like it.
I'd like to introduce Commander Jarrah Rydek, our new first officer. Some quick introductions. This is Lieutenant Handar, our helmsman, one of the best in the business.
One of?
Well, what he lacks in humility, he more than makes up for in ability.
Pleasure to meet you, Commander.
Likewise.
Next, we have Commander Westbrook, our Chief Science Officer. I've come to rely on his expert counsel on a regular basis.
Pleasure.
Commander Rydek, it is such an honor to meet you.
This is our tactical officer, Lieutenant Bedrosian, who's been looking forward to meeting you for about as long as I can remember.
I've been following your career for quite some time. And I look forward to learning as much as I can from you.
Really nice.
If anything, the honor is mine.
Well, I have to admit, one of the reasons I've followed your career is because you're part Kobliad, because of what you've overcome. Starfleet stands up for people who can't defend themselves, and you were one of those people once. But since then, you've done so much to protect others who need it. I really admire that. So, you've been something of an inspiration to me.
Well,
Not that I've done
let's learn
anything
about
close
you.
to what you've done.
That's very kind of you to say, but enough about me. We have a lot of work to do.
Oh, yes, of course.
And then, of course, you've already met Commander Ermont. Please do everything you can to
I
make
love the
Commander
wood grain
Rydek
on
feel
this
at home here.
bridge, right?
I'll be on the starbase. Have an
Can I-
urgent meeting with the
can I-
starbase
let me
commander
walk
to get
around,
our
please?
authorization to get underway. If they drag their feet any longer, we won't make our rendezvous. The bridge is yours.
It's mine. The bridge is mine. Ooh. Now we're really playing the game. Alright, look at this. Let's look at every little panel here. Bridge access panel. Yeah, looks good. When you come aboard, you gotta inspect your ship. Look at this fine crew we've got. Ooh.
Impressive range of view.
It is a nice view screen. We gotta get all the things. Alright. Who's this? We can't talk to you? What are you doing back here? Ensign? And this is the engineering station here. Science, alright? Alright. Get the lay of the land here. Master Systems Display.
So many decks. Full of crew that are now my responsibility.
Oh, this looks so... Oh, man. Tactical, how you doing?
Tactical station. Hopefully a diplomatic mission won't require we use our weapons much. But if it comes to that, we'll be ready.
Alright. Operations.
Staffing, supplies. There's a lot to keep track of on a starship. Good thing we have Commander Ermont.
Alright, it's Commander Ermont. Alright, let's talk to our pilot here.
The helm. The Resolute is a refitted Centaur class, meaning it's capable of quick maneuvers. Can't wait to see what she can do.
Oh, those sounds are so good, too. Okay, what do we got here? Ops. Ensign. Hard at work, okay. Science officer.
Science station. The Resolute is a science vessel, primarily. Might explain Commander Westbrook's attitude. I'll have to speak with him later.
Did he have an attitude? He was raising an eyebrow at us, I guess. Alright. I think we got it all there. Wait, what's this? Ah! Communications.
Communications. Keeps us in contact internally and with other vessels.
Fine work, Ensign. Keep it up. I think we got it all. Whoa, whoa. Tactical Halo.
Tactical hollow dais.
Ooh, what the
Just
heck?
like they've got on the Excelsior.
Nice. Alright. Alright. That's my chair.
The first officer seat. My seat. Right now, though, I need to fill in for Captain Solano.
Alright, think we're ready, crew.
Commander, Chief Engineer Chovak needs to lower the structural integrity field. He's sent a crew out to recalibrate the emitters in response to the danger posed by the storm. We just need your go-ahead.
Go ahead.
Permission granted.
Lowering structural integrity field, now.
Entering maintenance mode.
Nice. Now we're gonna switch back to
Condition blue.
Carter and do a little bit of spacewalking, right? Yes.
The storm is getting worse.
Looks like they turned off the SIF.
Great. Let's get to that emitter.
Oh, look at that warp nacelle. Hey.
Every time we're out here, I half expect to see her in pieces again.
She's still got some scars on her. It adds character.
Look around.
When I joined Starfleet, all I wanted was a ride out of town. But this isn't exactly how I pictured it.
On the outside of the ship?
No.
There we go. Okay, now
Sometimes
we got
it feels like we're just part of the machinery. Don't you want more than that? I mean, Starfleet is noble and all, but it's still a machine.
Well, yeah, of course I do.
Yeah, of course I do. Starfleet's an open door. We just have to walk through it.
Oh, this guy's
wanted
got
to get
a
away.
positive
I enlisted
attitude. I
because
like it.
I didn't want to wait years just to get out and see the galaxy. I wanted to go somewhere, see new worlds, look up at a sky no one's ever seen before. Just because I'm cranking a hyperspanner up in a Jeffries tube today doesn't mean that's all I'll ever be.
All right, Carter.
Diaz to Commander Chovak.
Aspirations.
We are at the Sif emitter.
Acknowledged. You may proceed with the recalibration.
Gameplay commencing. D. W. Alright, what do we need? We're gonna need our calibration tool.
Beginning recalibration.
Let's do it. Align this. Alright, now we're actually doing something. 2 nodes. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, we gotta get it in the middle there somehow, right? Let's tune this node. Oh, no, not good enough, alright. Okay. Oh, we got it. We tuned the node.
Looks good. That wasn't so hard.
Commander Westbrook, right? Chief Science Officer.
You remembered my name and my rank. Impressive.
Most impressive.
Yes, I am the Chief Science Officer. And
Why
I have
is
the
he
dubious
throwing those
honor of being the
eyebrows
most
like
senior
that?
officer on this bridge. I know this ship inside and out. Better than just about anyone.
Well, I'm so glad you said that. Now I know exactly who to turn to when I have questions.
Questions are more Commander Ermont's territory. Captain Solano primarily relies on my knowledge and expertise when he needs answers. I'm curious, though. A Kobliad, or half in your case, is an odd choice for first officer, given your vulnerable condition and all. But if, as an example, we found ourselves in a hostile situation, and you were suddenly incapacitated because you needed an infusion, what would happen then? You'd leave Captain Solano without an XO. Granted, that would be a worst-case scenario, but not outside the realm of possibility.
Captain Solano's familiar with my condition. I'm sure it factored into his decision. So I'd have to say it's not a problem.
But we should probably have a contingency plan just in case.
Questioning your captain, eh?
Listen, can I be blunt, Commander?
I see no reason to stop now.
Commander Sutherland, your predecessor, was one of the best first officers in all of Starfleet. His record was impeccable and his reputation was without equal. I mean no disrespect, but the shoes you're stepping into are almost impossible to fill. He was loved by the crew.
I'm sure he was no right.
And he was one of my closest friends.
I'm not trying to.
So I can only hope that you'll live up to expectations.
I don't think I could ever replace Commander Sutherland. And it would be a mistake to even try.
I'm a new XO. Okay.
Seeing as Captain Solano is on the starbase.
What? He didn't like that? Mixed feelings. Well,
Let me give
we'll
you
see.
an update on this ion storm we're flying into. It's unusual, unlike anything I've ever seen. At the moment, I can't tell you if the Resolute will shrug it off or if we're putting ourselves at risk. However, if we learn more about its patterns, its nature,
that red
we
flashing
can come
light,
up with a
bro?
scientific countermeasure. Just a moment.
Uh-oh. Drums are hitting. Got
We've got a
company?
massive energy wave inbound.
On screen.
Oh no, Carter, get inside.
Tracing its trajectory.
Starbase docking clamps are holding.
The storm's emissions are fluctuating, coming in waves. And if my projections are right, we're about to get hit by a wideband burst of ionic energy. Like a tsunami.
Uh-oh.
I'm reading power abnormalities all
Red
over the
alert.
ship.
Estimated.
Red alert.
Aye.
Captain to the bridge.
Evacuating main gangway and retracting.
Putting sensor visualization on screen.
With the structural integrity field shut down, we can't take a direct hit.
Time to impact. 1 minute.
Shield systems are severely impacted. We have limited protection.
Oh,
I need
no.
every available solution. What are our options?
We can weaken the impact of the storm with a deflector pulse.
There's a better way.
I'm sending all auxiliary power to the deflector dish.
Send the aux power to the shields. We can't reactivate the entire shield bubble, but it's a directional threat. So we can orient all we have towards the wave. You have to believe me.
We only get
Oh,
one
no.
shot at this.
Shields
we
up.
can't afford to get it wrong.
Petrosian, get those shields up.
Rerouting power to shields.
Oh god, I hope
Stand
that
by.
was the right
I need
decision.
a heading. We've only got one shot.
Understood. On my command.
Oh no.
Heading locked.
Raise shields.
This is it.
All hands, brace for impact.
What happened?
We have experienced a surge of radiation.
Oh, you don't say.
This radiation supercharged the plasma, forcing it to backflush through the system and creating a dangerous imbalance.
And can blow out every primary system on the ship.
Just tell us where you need us.
I need you to traverse the hull to the access port to recalibrate the port nacelle plasma regulator.
Oh man. Now we're in it. Here we go.
We've reached the first access point.
Understood? Do you see the override for the level 1 failsafe circuits?
Better get ready for gameplay. A. Left click. Alright, here we go.
Affirmative.
Engage the override. It should allow us to stop the EPS flow to the warp engine without triggering an automatic core shutdown.
Nice. Okay. Toggle the interlock. Let's go. Toggle that interlock.
Failsafe override engaged.
Looking good.
Are you sure? I am registering some crosstalk in the bypass circuit.
We need to route the signals so they don't interfere with each other.
How do we do that? Oh, I take this ISO chip, stick it over here. Boom. Got it. That one, here.
Diaz to Resolute. The failsafes are temporarily disabled.
We
Moving
did it.
on to the EPS regulator.
Heads up, Carter.
What is that?
One of the discharges coalesced.
It's coming right toward us. I'm gonna try to disrupt it with my phaser.
One to use a phaser. Aim and fire. Did it. Nice, alright.
So we gotta climb up the pylon. Not that there's really an up, but you know.
Now here we go. Alright, one to equip my phaser. Alright, here come the things. Zap them. Zap them. Oh shit, right there. Uh-oh. Alright, a little bit of actual gameplay. We're zapping some stuff here. Don't let him get too close, Carter. Whoa! Tell me to watch my back. Gotta keep moving forward. There we go, there we go. We're good.
We're almost to the regulator.
Nice. Okay, there. We're safe for now. There we go.
We're at the regulator. Opening the access panel.
I am now halting the EPS flow to the port nacelle. We have little time before it causes an overload in the engine. You must work efficiently.
I can do that, Lieutenant Commander. S. A. We did it.
Yes, manifold adjusters reset to neutral.
We did it, guys. All right. What do I gotta do here? Oh, okay, okay. No, that's not right.
The EPS lines to the port warp engine are back in balance. Almost done. Once I cycle the manifold nozzles, Chobot can...
Uh-oh. Didn't seem like I got that last thing right. Oh, no! Look out, Carter! Oh, man. Ah!
Here's the bridge. We just lost the docking clamp.
Uh-oh.
We've got a lot of debris coming down. All vibrations, too. We can't finish the EPS regulation in these conditions. Please advise.
We have to release the ship from that other docking clamp or the hull will be ripped apart.
There's a problem. The clamps are supposed to disengage automatically in an emergency, but it's not working.
Not working.
What are our options?
The docking clamps are fitted with exploding bolts for an emergency release.
We've got crew out there. That'd be like setting off a bomb next to them.
Maybe there's another way.
Starbase is hailing us.
Put him through.
Resolute, the remaining mooring arm is failing. You need to disengage from the starbase now. The damage to the station will be catastrophic.
We have crew outside and are looking for the
We have
safest way.
people on this station. If that mooring arm breaks, we could lose dozens of crew.
Commander, hear me out. Reverse the polarity of the hull, which theoretically will repel the docking clamps.
And repel the engineering crew right off the hull into the storm.
This is Captain Solano. Put me on screen.
Go ahead. Captain, we have a situation.
Commander, what are you doing? Blow the bolts on the docking clamp.
The captain doesn't know the whole story.
I'm giving you an order. Jara?
All due respect, sir, it's a more complex situation than when you
Jara,
disembark.
I need you to do the right thing. We can't have this go sideways before we even leave for the mission.
But the crew's out
The
there.
captain made himself quite clear.
They're gonna get hammered with debris out there. Reverse the polarity.
Oh, the captain's not gonna like this,
There
but I'm
is
gonna reverse the
protocol.
polarity.
And there are lives.
Starbase, stand. We're gonna flip hull polarity to disengage the clamps.
Oh, the
Yes,
captain hated that. But the crew liked it, so I did it. That's fine.
Repair crew, this is Acting Captain Jara Rydek.
I'm not
Be
giving up
advised,
on
we are going
Diaz.
to reverse whole polarity to free us from the remaining docking clamp. Tether yourself and deactivate your boots on my mark.
Understood.
Tether yourself! Hurry!
6, 5, 4, 3,
We did it.
2,
Thank God.
1. Mark!
That was close. Uh-oh. I think I missed the click.
Grab
Hang
my
on,
hand.
Diaz! Grab my hand!
I got you.
Thank you.
Plasma imbalance is reaching
plasma
critical
leak.
condition. We are moments from primary system failure.
I got it.
D, hurry! W! Go, man, go! Oh, it's stuck. Oh no! Am I supposed to be tapping that? I hope not. Oh, here. Get it! You can do it, Diaz! Oh, there you go. A little help from your friend. Now we're talking. All W's forward. We did it. Did we do it?
Look out!
Oh no! I got you.
I got you. Petty Officer Etzelar's hurt and unconscious.
D.
I'm gonna have to tow her back to the airlock.
Mr. Diaz, the situation has changed. You are at risk of triggering a substantial electromagnetic arc if you approach the main hull the way you came.
But Commander, the way we came is the nearest airlock.
There's an auxiliary hatch near you on the far end of the pylon. You must bring Miss Edselar there to access the interior.
Can do it.
Roger that. Going there now.
Oh! Alright, we got this. Okay.
I'm at the auxiliary hatch.
Be prepared to hit some W's. Oh, she woke up, thank goodness. Let's get this hatch open. Let's get in there. W.
You go
It's
first.
coming.
What?
Let me save your neck this time.
No way.
No time to fight me on this.
No way. You first. Go. Get in.
Not on your life.
Get in.
Let's not let it come down to that.
You were just knocked out. I'm not gonna take a chance. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Diaz did the right thing there. Oh, look, she's happy. She liked that. The captain is gonna be so mad at me.
We made it.
They're safe, bringing the SIF fully online.
Do it.
Oh boy, Captain's gonna be upset with that one. Structural integrity field online. Looking good. Nice. Wow, alright, so that's gonna be the end of part 2 of the video, at least. So we're gonna stop that there for now. Thanks for tuning in and watching. This has been a lot of fun playing this game. It's actually the story is really good. The gameplay is like a little point and click, but I guess that's what you're looking with these kind of games. So this has been a lot of fun, and we're gonna take a break there before we come back for